All right, here we go. So, are you ready to learn how to master live video? Yes, I know that you are. That's why you showed up. You are an action taker. You are ready to learn a new tool that you can pull out from your toolbox, because live video is just a piece of the puzzle. But I promise you, if you master this puzzle, you're going to be able to double your income. You're going to be seen, you're going to be heard, you're going to get more clients, you're going to get that instant, immediate connection. And that's what's being rewarded now on social media. That's what we're looking for in our emails. And it's the engagement and the connection. And going live is one of the best ways that you can create that instant connection. And in our hour, I'm going to do about maybe 45 minutes of teaching. Then I'm going to open it up for some Q&A. Then at the very end, I'm going to drop a bomb on you, a good bomb, which is, it's called the 15 P's to convert the leads. It's a sales psychology, a sales script that you can use in any video that you're going to be doing online, any sales video you're going to be shooting in business, if you're speaking from the stage, anywhere this script converts, anywhere that people are going to see you and engage with you. And I'm going to share that at the very end with you and then open it up for Q&A again, because I want to make sure that you get what you came for. So in our time together, we're going to be going from confusion to confidence, because some of you may be confused about what the right steps are, what to do, and passion to profit. That's what we all want, right? We all want to monetize and be paid for our knowledge and our expertise. And I'm just curious if y'all can write in the chat button, how many of you are coaches? The two of you that I got on here. How many of you are you coaches? Are you in direct sales? Are you a hands-on person? Are you a fitness trainer? Are you a coach? Like, what niche do you work in? So I'm just curious so I can tailor this a little bit more to the area that you are in. And I would love to know that. So type that in the chat if you've got, let's see what we got here. Yes, thinking about becoming a coach. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. So this is so beautiful for you if you learn how to master this early, because one thing that you got to know is that you become seen, known, and trusted with your live video, and you can quickly monetize your knowledge and your expertise. So if you're filling in your workbook, those are the first two blanks that we got there. You can monetize your knowledge and your expertise. Now, Dominica, you were saying, you're thinking about becoming a coach. And so many times what we have in our head is this bias that we don't know enough. We don't have enough experience. We don't have anything to teach people. And that's so not the case. Everybody on this call can hop on a live video right after this and go and teach somebody something. Yes, you've got it. You've got knowledge, you've got expertise. You will be paid for that knowledge and that expertise. And live video is just a piece of what I like to call a prolific pattern of outputs. Prolific means it gets better and better. It stacks on each other. It's that pattern of outputs. So some people think that, you can get rich quick, per se, right? You do one speaking engagement and you're going to make it big. Maybe you get on the local television, or you get on a larger television station, or you get to speak on a stage, or you write a best-selling book, or any of those big aspirations that many of us have. And we think, that's it. I'm a once and done. I got it. I'm good. That is so not the case. To play the long game and to be around for a long time and to have leads and customers that become your lifers, you have to have a prolific pattern of outputs, meaning that you don't have to do all of these, but some things are blogging and podcasting and courses and free gifts and social media, and live video is a piece of that prolific pattern of outputs. But the beautiful thing about live video is that you get instant feedback that then you can use in some of those outputs. So that's why live video, I feel, is one of the quickest ways to build engagement, get leads, and I'll tell you about how I've made some sales with it. And it really is that connection. So if you are a business owner or a coach and you're sitting there and you're not making the money that you want, you're not having the impact that you want, you're not moving as quickly as maybe you want to, It's all about leads and connection. Connect more with people. Let people see you. Because people are always deciding whether they know, like, and trust you. And that's when people are going to do business with you. When they know you, you're a familiar face. They understand what you teach. They know what you're all about. They know why you do what you do. They like you. You vibe with them, your energy, your style, your message, your kind of coaching if you're a coach, or whatever offering that you're providing them, and they trust you. And did you know that in the first 5 seconds, people are deciding whether they like you or they don't? And people only believe 50% of the words coming out of your mouth. So in the first 5 seconds, people are A, looking to discount you. It's like human nature. And B, they're only believing 50% of what's coming out of your mouth. So if they're reading something on a landing page or they're reading copy or text from you, then that's even lower that they're deciding whether they know, like, and trust you. When they can see you and they can hear you, your ratings go up much higher because they can make that decision earlier and quicker if they know, like, and trust you. So you can easily monetize your knowledge and your expertise, especially on live video. And how are you currently being seen? So for me, I live at the intersection of health and wellness and business. I started my coaching in the health and fitness industry. I'm a registered nurse by trade. And then I moved over into taking those health and fitness professionals online, which led now into massive success in business coaching. And I kind of live at that intersection in between there. And currently I blog, I podcast, I go live once a week, I do a newsletter once a week, I do email campaigns, I got a website, I got lots of stuff that people can see me and digest my content. So if you're there, I know some of you are here on the phone, which is awesome, but if you've got a pen and paper handy, just start to write down, how are people seeing you? How are they digesting your content? How quickly are they digesting your content? And is it giving you the result that you want? Because one of the biggest lessons that we learn in business is when something isn't working, you got to switch it around. You got to try something else. When something isn't working, you have to do something different. And maybe live video is going to be that thing that tomorrow, or maybe even tonight, that you go and you do different. Now, how many of you, write it in the chat box there, how many of you want to double your earnings by the end of this year? Double your earnings. It's possible. Double what you're making by the end of this year. I'm going to tell you, you master live video, and you will be able to monetize so much quicker. And it matters. Right? So get ready to learn because it matters. I think about when I was a trainer and I traded hours for dollars of work. And after I had my son, who's now 4, I was in my home studio. I made my garage my home training studio. And I was in there and I was rushing to finish with a client because all I could think about was bedtime with my 1.5-year-old at the time who wanted his mama. And I was there grinding it out, trying to make money face-to-face training. And I rushed that client and I finished it and I rushed out and I just missed my little guy. He was already down. And I ended up having to kiss the baby monitor because I was so afraid you don't wake the baby, right? When the baby finally goes down, if any of you got kids on this call, you don't wake the baby. I ended up kissing the monitor. And I was crushed. I was like, what am I doing? There's got to be a better way. There's got to be a better way. There's got to be a better way that I can still serve people with my message, that I can still make a huge impact. And a huge impact is so different from all of us. Huge impact might be $500 a month for some of you on the call. Huge impact might be 7-8 figures. We all have a different view of what success is in terms of money and impact and influence and all of that. But for me, I didn't want to lose that time. So it's so important that you master this live video, sales video, online stuff, because you have a life to live and you have people that depend on you and people that love you, that want to love on you, and you want to love on them back. So for me, I had to master it. I was never going to miss another bedtime unless I chose it. I was never going to miss another bedtime with my little guy. And people will pay you top dollar. Whatever that top dollar is for you, but I'm talking top dollar for your knowledge and your reputation. That's it. I'm a nurse by trade. I have my bachelor's degree in nursing. I'm a fitness nutrition specialist. I'm a group fitness instructor. I'm a senior fitness specialist. I'm a high performance graduate. I have youth fitness specialist. I have all of these credentials behind my name. Nobody cares about that. Nobody picks me because of my credentials. They pick me because of my knowledge. They pick me because of my reputation. They pick me because I get people results. And that's all you need going into your live video. You have to have something to teach, be world class when you deliver it, and give your best energy and your best go at it. That's what's going to build that reputation that you show up to the best of your ability and you got some stories and some frameworks and some things that you can teach people. That is all you need. And I got to tell you, one of the first things I did online after I had that scenario with my little guy and I was kissing the monitor and I was crushed as a mom, crushed. I'm like, I got to figure out this online. And this is when this Be Live platform was just coming about. And I don't know if y'all are familiar with Be Live. Lots of people are using it. It's free. It live streams. It's a third-party platform. I'm not affiliated with it whatsoever, but it's a third-party platform that you can stream live from it on Facebook. And you can do it as like interview style, side by side. And it wasn't even me. It was actually my good friend Pam here. He was like, hey, you want to try out this Be Live platform with me? And I'm like, sure, let's do it. So we just sent out emails to our lists, like more market, people that know us, friends, family, just starting out in business. And I'm going to teach. I'm like, I'll teach something with the exact sales psychology script I'm going to give you at the end of this call. Proof that it works. Followed that script because I was in a high level mastermind with Brendan Bouchard. If you all know who he is, love that guy, taught me so much. I adapted that from him, put it into place, and I made $2,000 in a 1-hour webinar launch using Be Live. Now, to me, I was still working as a nurse educator and I was making $45 an hour. And I thought that was like the best ever, right? Like I was like, this is a good salary. It's a good job. $45 an hour. I made $2,000 in 1 hour online using this Be Live platform, teaching live, using the exact sales psychology that I'm going to teach you. And I had a course that I sold at the end, a course that ran itself for $197. And I made $2,000 out of it. And we didn't even spend any marketing bucks. We literally just sent emails to our lists saying, we're trying out this thing. I'd love to teach you about X, Y, and Z. We would love it if you hopped on. We'll give you some free stuff at the end. And we ended up making $2,000 in an hour, right? That's how quickly you can turn this around. Who out of you guys here, who wants to make $2,000 in 1 hour? What would you do with $2,000 in 1 hour, right? It's good. You can do it. It works. I'm going to teach you exactly how to do it. Now, one of those ladies, and if you see me looking down at my notes, it's because, I don't know if y'all can see this. No, you can't. Most of you are on the phone. I've got like a bajillion notes written here. And I hope that you'll go back and you'll listen to this. Only the people on the call here, you're going to give me your email so I have it confirmed. You're going to get the replay of this because I see lots of you guys are on the phone and I want to honor that for you. So one of those people that bought that $197 course happened to be a friend here of mine, warm market lead, been following me for a while. Live video grows. People know, like, and trust you. She's been following me for a while. Bought my 1997 book that I had, the beginning of my value ladder. Then she bought a $29.95 planner. Then she bought that $197 offering. It was a $397 core offer program that I slashed down to $197 while we were on this Be Live. She bought that. And then she went to buy a mastermind retreat with me for $4,000 and then a business mastermind with me now for $12,000. So one client, $16,450. So never discount anybody because they can become your lifers. If you do live video right and you make an impact on people, they can become your lifers. One person, $16,000. Right? So sometimes people say, oh, I don't have a list of, my list is only 500 people. My list is only 100 people, right? Or, the size doesn't matter, right? You put a live video out and only 30 people watch it or 10 people watch it. Well, if those 10 people buy your offer, that's amazing. So it's not about quantity, it's about quality. And live video gets those quality people because right off the hop, they decide whether they know, like, and trust you, right? They decide whether they want to keep tuning in or they want to scroll by. That's the blessing and the curse of social media nowadays. You can tune people in, you can tune people out with the swipe of your finger. But I'm going to make sure you get more. This is Kelly that you're seeing on the screen. And I'm going to make sure that you get Kellys in your life because you're going to do live video, right? All right, so let's dig in. Let's get into the steps that we need to take to smash this live video. And when I say break the internet, of course I was having a little bit of fun with that title, right? We think about Kim Kardashian breaking the internet, people breaking the internet. To me, it just means it goes viral. And again, viral is another one of those terms that is different to everyone. To me, viral means people share it. People engage with it. People get connected with it. I don't care about the number. I care if people find it relevant. And that's what I want for you. I want your live videos to be relevant. I want people to look at you and not be able to look away. I want people to be with you every single word that you say and not be able to look away. You are the leader. You've captivated them. They want to know more. And you know how that starts? It starts with your voice and your body, like we talked about, 50-50, voice and body. They're making that decision, and it's got to be on point. So if it's not on point, you're just noise. You're just another scroll in the news feed. You're just another person out there. And dare I say, you're an amateur. And I don't say that to offend anyone, and I don't say that from a judgmental way, but I see a lot of people out there doing live video, and they're doing their very best, but they don't captivate me because they're not prepared. They haven't thought out. They haven't warmed up. Their energy is boring, right? How many times do you see people get on live video and they're fussing with their hair and they're telling you about their day? And no. The 4 or 5 of you that are on right now, I am respecting your time. It's valuable. Think back to my little guy in the studio. It matters. So I'm not going to fuss around and flip my hair and tell you about my day. I'm going to get in teaching you something that matters because that's my job as the leader. That's my job. Remember, people will pay you top dollar for your knowledge and your expertise. So that's my job to share that knowledge and that expertise in the shortest amount of time possible and not to be an amateur. And the voice and body warm-up is so key. That was a picture of Sam Smith, if y'all didn't know who that is. He's my favorite artist of all time in music. If you don't know who he is, Google him after this. He's amazing. But voice warm-up, body warm-up, it's 50-50. You've got to get yourself ready to go. I'm not saying you have to have energy like me. If this is not natural energy to you, don't fake it. This is me on 10 all the time. My husband will tell you I'm like this. My friends and family will tell you I'm like this. My 4-year-old is like this. That energy is contagious. That's just my personality. I'm fiery. I'm on it, and we go. If your energy is like a 7 and that's crazy good for you, then that's the energy I want you to come with. Your energy is a 4 and that's natural to you. I want you to try to bump that a little bit, but I want you to be you, because if you're trying too hard, people will pick up on that. It'll be inauthentic, and you don't want to be inauthentic to people. So how do we warm up? What do? Give yourself time. Give yourself 6:45, 6:30. I was set up here. 7 o'clock was Eastern time. I don't know what time zone y'all are in, but 7 o'clock was when this bad boy started. 6:30, I had everything set up. I had my mic, I had my scene, I had everything set up. 6:45, I started doing my energy warm up and my voice warm up. And you got to think like you're Sam Smith. You got to think like you're Beyonce. If I got ladies on the line here, you are going to go out on a stage. Like, this is my platform right now, sitting here, full honesty, at my kitchen table. This is my stage. This is my platform that I'm teaching you. So wherever you're going live from, that is your stage. You got to treat that like a sacred platform, a sacred stage, and you got to get your voice ready. So there's a bajillion voice warm-ups that you can do. But again, short and sweet. What are the most important ones you need? Taught by Roger Love. If you don't know who he is, #1 vocal coach in the world. He gives us like a 25-minute warm-up. I do like a 5-minute warm-up. And I say me, as fast as I can. And then I say you, going low. Because what you want to try to find is what they call your middle voice. So me is high. You is low. Yes, the neighbors might think you're crazy if you have the windows open. You want to find that middle voice because that's a natural, appealing to the ear voice. Because how many times, again, no judgment, but how many times have you heard really nasal people talk and you're like, oh, I don't want to keep listening to you, right? Or just really raspy people talk and you're like, I don't know, right? Like it instantly, it's no judgment, but instantly it turns you off, right? And it's hard to change your voice. Your voice is your voice and there's no judgment there, but that's a very quick warm up. Me, you, right? Right in the middle, get you in that middle voice so that you're ready to go. Now your body, you have limbs, right? You can see me moving. One of the worst things we see on my video because people get nervous, and I used to do it too. It's like your arms aren't attached to you, right? You're like talking like this and you don't move and people only see this much of you. Come in. Like you see when I'm trying to make a point with you. I'm like all up in your stuff and I'm animated and you're trying to stay with me, right? Because I'm moving my arms, I'm moving my body, I'm moving my head. I'm there with you. So your body has to be primed as much as your voice has to be primed. And you're gonna think I'm crazy, but I do squats, I do air squats, I do high knees, skipping. I was skipping around here before you guys hopped on because it's one of the quickest ways to bump that blood flow. So now obviously go at your own fitness level, whatever that is to you. If skipping ain't in you, with you, with your joints, you're like, I can't skip, I haven't skipped in years. Please don't hurt yourself, but get up and move your body, squat, engage those big muscles, your booty, your legs, those powerful muscles that you have because you're powerful, because you got a stage, because you got a platform, because you got a message, you got a story, you got something that you're going to share with people, and you might only get one shot to do it. You're going to do it over and over and over again, but you want to have your body prepared so that what's coming out of your mouth matches with your body, okay? So air squats, high knees, skipping. That's what I do for my body. Then my breath, 10 big, deep breaths, loud, like, right? A lot of people think we clear the toxins in our body when we inhale. We actually clear the toxins and the negativity and all the stuff that isn't serving us when we exhale. So big, big, big breaths, right? 10 big breaths, instant energizer. That's just in life in general. You're like 2 p.m. going to slug the next cup of coffee. Stand up, take 10 big breaths, move your body, and I promise you, you're not going to need that coffee. And then lastly, in the energetic warm-up, tapping. EFT tapping. Don't have time in our short period to teach you this, but Google it if you like. Tapping is a way, again, to release the negativity, to get some positivity in your brain, set you in the right mindset. Like I say, I'm going to smash it tonight. I'm going to give all I got. I'm going to serve. I'm going to teach these people how to be seen and monetized. I'm capable. I can do it. Let's go. I know people are going to think you're crazy. I thought this was very woo-woo and crazy. The voice warm up, the body warm up, the tapping, the breath. I'm like, come on. But once I started doing it, like I shared with you earlier, 1 hour, 2K, no money spent on ads or nothing. I made because I was ready. I was there. I was present. I was prepared. So do that energy warm up. That is number 1 for you. Now, number 2, you got to set up the scene. Remember I said I hopped on around 6:30, half hour before, setting up the scene. What should it look like? Well, you've got to fix yourself first. Major turnoff, as I said, in live video. People are doing this and they're doing this and they're doing this and they're tying their hair back and they're commenting on their hair and they're commenting on the pimple on their face. You know what was a really hard lesson that someone told me in business? Just in general in business, a mentor of mine said, nobody cares about you. I was like, what? He said, nobody cares about you. We were talking about even doing our sales page and our copy and our landing page. And he was saying, put your logo and your story positioning and all of that at the bottom of a sales page because nobody cares about you. They care about what you're going to deliver to them. They care about if they should stay or they should keep scrolling by. So when you're fixing yourself, You're making it about you. And to me, that's an instant turnoff that you didn't come prepared. You're not valuing my time. So fix yourself before you get on. And you know what? If you've got like a piece of hair standing up like this, make a joke about it and keep going, or don't even say anything, right? Just rock and roll. You know, if you're just coming out of the gym and you have a thought and you got, you know, raccoon eyes, tell people, explain yourself. Say, I was just at the gym, I crushed a workout and I had this idea when I was on the treadmill I wanted to share with you, right? So people understand. So fix yourself and fix the scene. Now there's two different types of scenes that you can have beforehand. So there's like this, if I'm going live, I am set up. I am at my kitchen table. I got my mic. I've got everything set up here. That's one way. The other way is, yeah, you can just do a live video as you're walking on a trail or you're coming out of the gym, or hopefully you're not the one driving. I've been accused of that a few times. People are like, oh my God, you're doing live and you're driving. I'm like, I'm not actually driving. I'm the one in the passenger seat. Calm down, passenger seat. But you can do it in the car. But again, as long as you explain yourself, that's okay. But if you really want to do a professional video, and I say professional, meaning as professional as you can make it, what's some tips I want to tell you? Because people think that, you know, it costs a ton of money, that you need the ring light. If you guys know, Google that ring light, amazing piece of equipment. But I'm coming from the standpoint that some of you need to make money. You don't want to spend money or an excessive amount of money in your business right now. You want to be making money so that you can invest. I just bought myself this amazing Yeti mic and I'm on podcast 44, right? So when you don't have all the bells and whistles, I want you to elevate the computer or the phone or the iPad or whatever it is, elevate it high, because high is a much better angle that's pleasing for people, right? How many of y'all have seen people on live video where you're looking at people's nostrils or half their head is cut off, right? People, again, first 10 seconds, they're making that decision whether they're going to stay or they're going to keep scrolling and they're going to leave. So high. Now, lighting. Turn on all the lights. Go where there's natural light. Get yourself some desk lamps and point it on yourself. I know, sounds crazy. That's literally what I started with. I started with my iPhone taped up high on the wall with some lights, with some desk lamp lights staring at me, right? Then you can move to the ring light. Then you can get the mic system. Then you can get all of that. But if you're just starting out, keep it nice and high, point those lights at you and fix yourself and fix the scene beforehand. Now, post an eye-catching title. This is with anything, whether it's an email subject line that you want people to open, or it's the line of your live video. It has to be something that's going to grab people. Like when I'm scrolling through and I see someone daily thoughts on live, I'm like, meh, right? Keep scrolling through. As to someone's like, oh my God, this totally pissed me off today. You're like, oh my God, what was it? Right? Or you're like, somebody was so mean today to me, right? Or you're like, you will not believe what happened. Right? Emotions, remember, connected. People want to connect to you. Social media means people want to be social. They want to know about you and your knowledge and your reputation and your story. So post an eye-catching title. I like to sometimes put emojis and things in there. Now, not too many, because if you put like 15 emojis in, you're going to just turn people off, right? But I like to put maybe an emoji in there with something that make it something that people want to go, huh, curiosity marketing, right? They want to know more about that. So you've done your energy warm up, you've fixed yourself, you fixed the scene. If you can't fix the scene, you're going to explain yourself why you are where you are, why you look the way you look, or why you're talking from the scenario, whether you're on the bleachers at your kid's soccer game or wherever it is that you are. And then you're going to post that eye-catching title, right? And we talked about explain your surroundings. If you're in your car, tell people about that. Okay, now your content. Do y'all have your workbooks? Y'all that hopped on, I got my workbook printed out here. Hopefully y'all downloaded this because everything I'm sharing with you is in this workbook. But you gotta take notes too. So Oh, the other way I wanted to tell you is in terms of your setup, there are ways that you can live stream. That's like super expensive. I think it's like $500 a month for the equipment and the platform to be able to live stream it. Some of my mentors and peers have been talking about that in my mastermind groups. I haven't gone that far yet to have that expense that I felt like I needed it. I feel like I'm making an impact doing what I'm doing. I'm happy with my results that I haven't gone there, but there's like super cool ninja ways that you can live stream on Facebook on a sales landing page. So Google that. Google live stream for business or live stream on Facebook, and you will find out all the details there. Again, high option, high level, expensive kind of stuff. But if you're at that point in your business where you're like, I want to be the best and I want to have the best, then if you feel that's needed, you go and you do that. Okay, content. Content is king. So if you did your energy warm-up, you set up the scene, you're ready to go, baby. You are primed and ready to go. But you don't have your stuff together. You don't have a framework to teach from. People won't stay. People won't engage. So it's not just about doing live video. What's bumping you up in the algorithms and what's trending is that people are commenting, people are liking, people are talking, people are engaging with you. So in the beginning of this masterclass, I said to you, how many of you would love to double your income by the end of the year using this live video stuff I'm teaching you? I asked an engaging question, right? Or what I like to call a hell yeah question, right? I've got it here. Strong opening with a hell yeah. Those are your blanks there. Strong opening with a hell yeah question. Something that there's no doubt in their mind that they're not going to be like, I don't know if I want to do that. You're like, hell yeah, you want to double your income, right? You're making $50,000. You want to make $100,000. You're making 6 figures. You want to make 7 figures. Do you want to double your income by the end of, or more, right? By the end of the year? Give me a hell yeah, right? Hell yeah question. Strong opening. Again, you got to get in the start of a framework on a live video. Why should they tune in? Why should they listen? Right? Quick intro. Hey, Lisa Pezik here. None of this happy Tuesday, happy Monday, look at the weather, let me tell you about what I've been doing. No, why they need to stay. Hey, Lisa Pezik here. You've been staring at that clothing in your closet going, crap, I'm pissed off. When the hell am I going to be able to fit in that? Time is a ticking till summer. I'm going to tell you 3 things to be able to get into those clothes in the next month. Right? As opposed to, I was having this thought about, summer's coming and man, like sometimes like our clothing doesn't fit, right? You're like, get to the point, right? So strong opening. And this comes from knowing what you're going to talk about, having a framework. So strong opening, right? How many of you would love to pull out those pre-pregnancy pants from the back of your closet and zip that sucker up on your next date night? Right? Or pull out that little black dress that you've been saving because you know you're going to fit in that bad boy. I'm going to show you how to do it. You want to fit in that thing? Let's go, right? Give me a hell yeah if you want to fit in that little black dress, right? A hell yeah question that people aren't going to say no to, and they're going to stay. They're going to want to stay. Now, when I do live video, when I started, short and sweet, like 5 minutes, you got to train people to digest your content. If people don't know, like, and trust you yet, maybe, and you don't have the strongest of opening, they might not listen to a 15, 20-minute live video if you do it. So I always started with like 5 minutes or less, get to the point, right? Strong opening, telling them why they should stay, why they should be there. Then a hell yeah question. And then you want to teach from a framework, meaning the 3 steps, the 5 steps, the 2 things. The first 3 things you need to do. People will pay you for the how. So that blank there is teach from a framework. People will pay you for the steps. Again, as I said, nobody cares about my extensive health and fitness and wellness and business background. They care about if I'm going to get them a result. They want to know the steps, like I'm teaching you right here. Energy warm-up, set up the scene, teach from a framework. Those are your first 3 things. Right? They want to know the how. They want to know the steps. And somebody wrote in and they asked a question because I asked, what do you guys want to know so I can teach you? And they said, how do you brand your live video? How do you brand it? You brand it through your framework. You brand it through your 5-part framework or your 2 steps to this. Or like I have time management is the first place people start in my funnel, because you're not going to succeed in business or health or wellness if your time's jacked up and you're a people pleaser. So I do the TIME. Take activities off your plate, invest in your strengths, master your morning routine, empty the clutter, empty the garbage, empty the negativity. TIME. That's my framework. People will remember my time management, empowerment framework. Take back your day, time, TIME. So you must teach from a framework. If you don't have a framework, it's just a feel-good story. It's just a motivational rah-rah. People will remember it, but not enough to tune in again. If you actually teach them a framework and you get them a result, they will tune in to every single thing you put out there. Think of my Kelly that I shared with you. $16,450 she's invested with me, one person, because I keep getting her results, because I keep teaching her frameworks. And that's not to say that everything has to be perfect. You always have to come across with your best A game. You're human. It's okay. People actually like when you mess up, because it means that you're real. They like when you forget a word here or there, or you're like, man, I'm having a brain fart. What am I trying to say? Again, great opportunity to be like, oh my God, guys, help me out. What am I trying to say here? I'm forgetting the word, right? And they type it to you. That's engagement. It's okay. Please don't think that you have to be perfect. Please don't think that you have to be perfect. Okay. And one thing I will say though, Roger Love coined this, and I love it, where he says, is dumb. Is dumb. When people say, like, why do we do that? I hate the word dumb, by the way, but you get it for rhyming purposes. He says, is dumb. And it means that you're trying to fill space. Don't fill space. Let people sit with it for a moment. Especially if you're asking an engaging question, where if you're talking about how somebody was rude to you today, somebody cut you off, what do you do when you want, it's the last straw. You're like ready to run the person off the road because your road rage is crazy. You're like, have any of you ever hit your last freaking straw? You're like, I swear to goodness, I'm going to murder someone today. Have any of you ever gotten to that breaking point? And you just pause, right? You let it sit. You don't get to say, let people sit with that you're teaching them. So tell your story. You've got stories, but don't feel like you need to fill every single second and every single space, right? So try, is one thing that I will say, try not to use the but anything else, even if you do say just catch yourself, right? You catch yourself, and for next time, we're going to talk about when you go back and you reevaluate your live video. It's amazing when you go back and you watch yourself. We're all our own worst critics. I say right. I don't realize I say right. You know what I'm saying? Right? How about this? Right? I don't realize that for me, I wouldn't say I would say right all the time. Like every other word was right. So now I'm like, I gotta make that better. I know it now. I'm aware of it. So we're going to go back and we're going to tell you how to reevaluate. And go back. So that's step 4 now, is go back and engage. So before we evaluate, go back and engage. We talked about energy. We talked about setting up the scene. We talked about your framework you're going to teach from, just a review of that framework, an opening, why they should stay, a hell yes question, a story. You can relate it to a story. People are social. They want to know your stories. You're teaching from a framework. And then there should be a call to action at the end. There should be a call to action at the end. You're going to go back and you're going to engage, and you may put a call to action in there. But your call to actions are one of 2 things. They're either subscriptional or they're transactional, meaning that transactional means they're going to buy something from you. You're selling something from your live, right? You're offering them something. That's transactional. Subscriptional means that you're telling them to subscribe somewhere else. We said that prolific pattern of outputs. Maybe you don't have something at the moment that you can sell. So you're like, if you love this, check out my podcast. Check out this other live video. Check out my website. Check out my newsletter. Give me your email so I can hit you with the next thing, right? Can serve you with this. So you always want to leave them at the end with wanting more and taking them to that next step. So you're going to do that in your video, but then afterwards, go back and engage. I got to tell you, this has been liquid gold to go back and start the conversation with people. Go back and see what comes up, because you're going to get ideas for your next course, for your next live video, for your next value ladder of the next things you're going to create from what people are saying in there. And the more that you engage with people, the more your algorithms are going to bump up, the more you're going to be seen. And from your live videos in Facebook, you can create, as long as you're going live from a business or a like page, not from your personal page, you can create custom audiences that you can run ads to for how long people watch your video. For if the people who engage in your videos, Facebook's like ninja stuff, right? I can't believe the stuff it's kind of creepy when you see all the things that they know about us and they know about what we're doing when we're using their platform. But that's why you want to go back and engage. You want to bump that algorithm. You want to bump the engagement. You want to bump the connection. You want to continue to teach so you're growing that relationship. You want to like and love comments. And you want to continue to teach. People pay for the how. It's like leaving behind that pot of gold. If you don't go back and block the time to comment on every single person that writes something to you on a live video. Now, one thing on live video that throws people, that's an obstacle, is when people do comment, is when it starts popping up in your face, whether you're on your phone or you're on the computer, and you start to see the comments and the questions and the things coming in. You have to be the leader. You have to be in control, right? So take those questions at the beginning and then say you're going to answer them at the end. Encourage people to keep talking, but you can't go and answer every single time somebody throws something at you, right? You got to stay on your framework. Okay, so you're going to evaluate, you're going to repurpose, you're going to rebook when your next live video is going to be. Because you're not just going to do it once. You're not going to get it right on the first time. You're not going to be happy with it maybe the first time. Your first shot is not always your best shot. You got to go back and you got to redo it again. So what you're going to do, you're going to rate yourself. All high performers go back and we rate. How did we do? How was our energy? Did we do that warm up? Did we get our brain, our body, our mind, our breath? Did we get everything the way that we wanted it to be? Were we authentic in our energy? Did we have an amazing setup, as amazing as we could make it? Was it high? Were there lights? Was there natural light? Did you at least explain where you were if you're going live from a funky place? Right? How was your content? Content is king. How did your framework go? Were you able to teach it smoothly? Because a really good mentor of mine, my current mentor, Mel Abraham, he is the king of frameworks. And let me tell you why you need frameworks for live video or for anything. Because you never know when you're going to get that shot that you get called upon and they say, hey, we saw you, TEDx or TED, we saw you on YouTube. We saw your live videos. We'd like you to come and speak, right? Or we'd like you to be a keynote speaker here. We'd love you to come in and present to our people. You got to know your frameworks because that might happen very quickly and you might not have time to put something together. So you got to know your stuff. That's your branding. That's what makes you, you is your framework. Yeah, we talk about branding. You can throw all sort of funky images on there. And as I said, you can live stream from your landing page. And there's so many amazing things that you can do. But if your content is not bang on, people aren't going to remember you. They're not going to stay. They're not going to call on you. They're not going to give you that platform. So go back and rate your content. Go back and rate. How did people re-engage with you? Right? Did you ask that hell yeah question in the beginning? Did people engage? Did people comment? Did you give them an opportunity to comment? Right? How many people engaged? What was the demographic of the people who engaged? Get as much information about those people that are tuning in with you. because they're going to help you create those next things coming, right? And then pick your theme from what's coming out, and people say, yeah, that really helped me, or this was a little bit confusing, or I needed to know more about that, or yeah, that happened to me too. I struggle with that same thing, because that's what you're going to go live with. Your next live is going to be on those themes that your audience is telling you. They're co-creating it with you, what you need to serve them. Okay. So I'm curious, in the chat box here, which one do you struggle with the most when it comes to live video, right? Is it your confidence, that your energy isn't good? Do you not feel like you have a good enough setup? Is it your content? Do you struggle? Do you struggle with the frameworks? Do you struggle putting that together? Right? Is it re-engagement? Does nobody comment on your stuff? Even when you're asking hell yeah questions, does nobody tune in when you go live? Do you see people popping on and popping off and swiping and leaving? What is it, right? Or is it the themes? You don't know what the themes are that you should be talking about. So go ahead and post that in the chat box. Let me see what y'all are saying. Energy, Ron, he's monotone. Yeah. Hey, Ron, so nice to have you on here. So you got to go back, right? And Ron, I was teaching about that, me, you, find that middle voice. Roger Love, Ron, I'm sure you've been the world's greatest speaker and you know all about that, right? Air squats, skipping, getting your body moving, waking yourself up and getting alive, right? That's what's going to do it for you. Yeah, energy is a huge, huge, huge thing. And energy, we know, comes from everything. Are we hydrated enough? How much coffee have we had? Have we moved our body? Are we breathing? I know energy can be a tough, tough, tough thing. So energy is the one. I know some of y'all that are on the phone, it's probably difficult for you. If you're driving and you're listening, please don't start typing in the chat box. I want you to be safe. Safety first. So, all right, energy, you got it. So go back and that will serve you, Ron. So before I open it for Q&A, and before I share with you the 15 P's to convert the leads, ninja-like sales psychology, got me 2K in 1 hour. This works. You follow this and it works. You literally follow this script and it will convert for you on a live video, on a sales video, from the stage, wherever the heck you are. You got to stay. So I'm going to share that with you once I open it to Q&A, because I just want to make sure that you got what you came for. And then if there's any burning questions that you have, that I make the most of our time. Like, we got 10 minutes here. It's 10 to 8 my time. I want to make sure I answer those. But anybody that stays to the very, 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 very end to get that sales psychology, you're going to get a free 2-to-1 coaching call from myself and my husband. So I'm a brand strategist. My husband is a digital strategist. So we take everything from the start to the finish to see it all the way through. You want to go on live video, you want to sell something, we'll help you do that. You want to create an ebook or a course, you want to create your ClickFunnels or your landing page, your Kajabi page, your continuity program, whatever the heck is burning in your brain to create and to get out there and to launch and to monetize, we do it. We do it from the very beginning, which is me, to my hubby who does the tech, to both of us, which help you launch it. So free, we're going to give you 1 call free with us just for staying to the end so we can help you launch and monetize and go. Remember I said double your income by the end of this year. We're passionate about that. So if you stay till the very end, you're going to get that with us. And here's back to Kelly again, right? She says that we challenge her to make her better. She was nervous about going online. She has the support and she's already seeing the results in the first week. She's a real estate agent that's taken her stuff online, and she has been double buying and selling the houses. Her income has doubled after 3 calls with us. Doubled her income in less than a month working with us. So I'm giving you as a staying power bonus, honoring your time all the way to the end. Make sure that you pop your email in here, so I know I can follow up with you, and I'll pop my Calendly link in here as well in a moment so you can schedule in that free call with us, right? Be brave, take risks. Nothing can substitute experience. It's that age-old failing forward. It's not failing. Everything is a test. Everything is a test. But the people that are brave enough to put themselves out there on a self-made platform, live video is a self-made platform. right? You're not waiting by the phone for somebody to call you and say, Lisa, I'd love for you to come and talk to my people. You're like, I got a message. I got a mission. Maybe you're like, I need to monetize. I just need some dang money because I'm eating beans and rice and I got no future. Whatever it is, you make your own platform. You don't sit around waiting for someone to call you. Live video is a way to make your own platform. Take that risk. People want to know you. They want to know about you. They want to learn from you. People will pay for that how. And I'm betting that every single one of you on this call have a how. Every single one of you have something you can teach someone. So be brave and start going and teaching it and start doing live video. Everything that I shared with you up until this point, this is all multiple six-figure business from my kitchen table. This is what I've been doing. I'm proof that it works. I'm no different than you. I'm just brave enough to get out there, share my stories, muck my way through it, go back and reevaluate and not give up and keep going. So that's what I want to see for you. Okay, so I am going to unmute everyone here and open it up for questions. Then I'm going to do that 15 P's to convert the leads, sales psychology. You want to stay for that. So let me open it up here, unmuting. Now mute yourself if you don't have any questions, but if y'all have a question, hit me with it. Get what you came for. What are your questions about live video? Anybody? Don't be afraid. Be brave. Take risks. Ask questions. You got me, baby. Come on. Nobody has questions. I did such a good job teaching. You have none. All right, guys.
RBI 18, it's a whole new ballgame.
Okay, so I'm muting y'all. If you have a question, because again, I want to make the most of your time. I want to get into the sales stuff with you. If you have a question, make sure that you put it in the chat box so that I see it when I get done teaching. The other thing I want to pop in there, I'm going to put it in the chat box for you. This is my Calendly link that you all can go in and book that 2-to-1 call. Going to take you from start to finish and whatever it is that you need help with. Free, baby. Get in there. Get what you came for. Take advantage of it. Putting it in there. All right. Let me share with you the sales psychology ninja stuff that works. That got me 2K, which to me was like $1 bajillion. Right, in business when I first started. I do not discount however much money that you make in the beginning because it all matters. All right, hopefully y'all can see my screen there. Yes, y'all can see. Go in the chat box there and tell me if you can see 15 P's to convert the leads. Somebody tell me you can see that just so I know. Again, worst thing is that you're rocking and rolling and people are like, what you talking about? We can't see what you're talking about. You can see it. Thank you, Ron. Yes, Dominica. Hopefully I'm not murdering your name. Awesome. Okay. Baby. And if you go on this live call, I will give you this framework. Let's see. Yeah, Laura, thank you. Oh, I hit the wrong thing. Hang on. What? See, mistakes happen. It's all good. Oh, booger, did I close it? Oh, no, there we go. There we go. So, when you have a sales video, a live video, speaking from stage, anything that you're going to open up and start chatting with people about, this is where you start. Purpose. Who you are, what you do. Make sure you guys write this down. Number 1, 15 P's. First P, purpose. Who you are, what you do, and what result you get your clients. Remember when I talked about earlier when I was like, you're looking at those clothes in the back of your closet? And you're like, God damn, I can't remember the last time I put that little black dress on, doesn't fit anymore, and I'm pissed off about it. I'm going to get you in that dress by the end of this month. What you do, right? I'm a health and wellness coach. I master macros. I tailor fitness and nutrition plans just to you, and I'm going to get you in that black dress, right? Who you are, what you do, what results you get. Brief. Because again, remember, people don't care about you. They care about the results that you're going to get them. So very quickly, elevator pitch about you, but what you're going to get them, your purpose. Then the pitfalls. the challenges or the obstacles that they are currently facing. You want that me too kind of piece, right? That they're trying to overcome that problem currently in their day. I know what it's like. I have a 4-year-old. I get up in the morning. I'm barely trying to get that kid dressed, teeth brushed, out the door, and I'm going, breakfast? Who has time for breakfast? I don't got time for breakfast. And I'm grabbing something on the go. And I know that's a pitfall for me. Or I know I feel it. I remember those days when I thought eating breakfast was just completely out of reach for me because my time was so jacked up, or my house was so crazy, or whatever it is. What problems? In the beginning of this live video, I talked about, you don't think you have a story. You don't think you have enough experience or enough confidence or enough passion or enough energy or enough whatever it is. I'm going to teach you how to fix that. So whatever pitfalls. Then prevalent themes, the one that your course or your product will solve. It's like that old world, new world stuff, if you've heard us talk about it, that those universal themes sometimes, right? That whether it's being a people pleaser or a perfectionist, or you don't have confidence, or you keep gaining back weight and your hormones are jacked up. Like whatever is going on with the majority of people, and it's why you created the course, right? Or maybe you experienced that, which is where we're going next. The proof, right? Your results or your clients, if you happen to have testimonials, hit them with the proof right out of the gate. Because remember, they don't care about you. I know I cringe in my seat when I say that. When my mentor said to me, they don't care about you. It's true. They want to live it, and they want to see it through other people. So the proof, now if you don't have testimonials, then it is you. You are telling your story. You're starting to get your expert positioning in there, that you had these pitfalls, or these were your common problems, and that's why you created what you created. So the proof is next. Then the product. Yeah, now you don't talk about price yet. We don't tell them what it is. You tell them how much it costs, but you tell them what it is, what you're offering, how they use it, and what they do. Because people won't buy it. People won't buy whatever you're putting out there if they don't understand what to do. Because it goes back to that fear even about live video, right? People are like, I don't want to sound stupid, so I'm not going to do it. I'm out. People don't want to buy something if they're like, I don't know, it's not clear to me how to use it, what to do, what kind of result it's going to get me. The confused mind says no. The confused mind pieces out and says goodbye. So what you're offering, right? It's my 30-day melt the fat, accelerator, metabolism, jacking upper course that has 4 modules in it, and it takes you about 30 minutes one time a week. Or whatever it is, right? It's online, you log in, you get a password, off you go. It's a self-study, it's this, whatever. Like, again, elevator speech about what it is that you're offering, how they digest it, and again, how it's going to help them. I know that 4 hours and 30 days sounds like a lot of time for you, but if you can get in that little black dress, is that 4 hours worth it? So again, you're already kind of telling them those expectations, and you're painting that picture of what could be. Then the perks. People love the perks. I love bonuses. I love perks, right? Fill in the benefits of using your product and service and what they'll gain. You're going to get in that little black dress. So extrinsic, intrinsic. Not only are you going to get in that little black dress, you're going to walk down those stairs and your husband's going to go, ooh, is that my wife? Is that my girlfriend? That's mine? Your husband's never going to be able to take his eyes off you because you have so much confidence. You have so much sass. You have so much sexy going on that he's not ever going to be able to take his hands off you. You're going to be kicking him under the table at dinner saying, honey, we're in public. Be appropriate. Or the opposite. You're going to be saying, bring it on, right? Whatever it is, the perks, paint the picture, paint the scene, extrinsic, intrinsically, what they're going to gain by using this product or service. Then number 7, particularity. What makes me, I don't actually have a Get in Your Little Black Dress Metabolism Accelerator course, but if I did, what makes me different? What makes you different from all the other health and fitness coaches out there, all the other Ron, I know you're in parenting, all the other parenting coaches out there? all the other real estate agents like Kelly that I talk with. Frameworks, right? The frameworks are what set her apart. But what makes you different? Your story, your experiences. It allows people to self-select whether they're going to vibe with you or not, whether they're going to, whether they believe that you're going to get them the result or not. But feeling what makes you different from everyone else, and you have something, it's gold. And I can't tell you what it is. You got to bring that out on your own of what makes you different. That's the belief that you have to have in yourself to get that result, but it makes you different from everybody else. I got to tell you, it's probably your story, because none of us, I know Laura's on the call with me. I know who she is. She's a health and fitness coach, just like me. Her story's not like my story. Ron's a parent. I'm a parent. My parenting stories are not the same as Ron's parenting stories. So I'm telling you, the particularity is probably in your story. And if you don't know where to start with your stories, write down 10 things that nobody would ever know about you. Those are good stories. Okay, passion. This is the piece that people miss. Now, again, nobody cares about us. I know it's true. It's sad. But they do get behind passionate people. So what do you love about your product or service? Again, if I'm going with that theme that I'm just making up off the top of my head, I love that you don't got to count calories, count macros, be worried that you're eating forbidden foods. You can never have wine. You can never have pizza. I don't roll like that. What I love about this program is you can still have that glass of wine on every single date night you go on for the rest of your life, and you'll always be able to fit in that black dress as long as you follow these principles that I teach you. So what you love about it, you must have the passion. People get behind movements. People get behind passionate people. So what do you love about it? Then number 9 is your price, 50-cent word here, price juxtaposition, meaning whether that's a monetary thing or whether that's a value thing, meaning that, whether it's, like I said, that Be Live where I made $2K, where it was normally a $397 product that I sold for $197. So maybe it's a true price where you're like, normally this sells for $2K, but I'm giving it to you for $1K. Or normally this sells for $100, I'm giving it to you for $50. So or maybe I'm throwing in all these bonuses, I'm giving you all this stuff, it's $7K worth of value and you get it for $9.99. Like maybe it's an actual price juxtaposition. Maybe it's a time and energy juxtaposition. Maybe it's like I spent 10 years going after the quick fixes and popping all the pills and drinking all the artificially sweetened crap-filled shakes. I lost money, I lost time, I lost happiness, and I'm not getting that 10 years back in my life. Remember the story I told you in the beginning? How my little guy was 1.5 years, those of y'all that were on in the beginning, and I was kissing the monitor because I missed his bedtime. And don't wake the sleeping baby. And I was so upset that I missed that. I don't get that night back for bedtime routine. I don't get those nights back. That's why I do what I do online, right? So maybe it's that. Maybe it's you'll never miss another moment. I'm going to shorten your learning curve. I'm going to shorten the time. That's what people will buy into, right? You're going to help them avoid the potholes. That's what you're doing, whether that's a price jux, right? The price pothole, or an intrinsic kind of pothole, right? Or maybe it's literally, I've been studying for 20 years. 20 years of my knowledge in an 8-week course, right? I'm saving you 20 years. Then next, number 10 out of 15, prizes. People love prizes. You'd be surprised, right? How many times have you bought something because you got something else with it? You might not have even wanted the original thing, but you bought it because they were giving you something even cooler when you buy it. Right? I'm a sucker for like 2 for the price of 1, right? I'm like, I didn't even want to buy that damn thing, but since they're giving me this, I guess I'll buy it, right? Or Sport Check, which is the sporting goods store. They offer buy 2 shoes, get 1 free, or they buy 1, get 1 60% off. I'm like, I don't really need a pair of shoes, but that's a great deal. So I'm gonna go buy my shoes now. People love free. They love deals. When we're talking prizes in your courses, give them something free. Give them a bonus. At the end of this, I'm giving y'all a free call. Right? We normally charge people $250 a call, my husband and I. I'm giving that to you for free just for still being here and staying to the end, right? So people love free. Give them a worksheet, give them a call, give them a video, give them an email, give them a PDF, like give them something that's going to help fix one of those pitfalls that you learned earlier, right? So give them a prize. Then promise. Every good business person must have a promise. That's just like an integral piece of, you should always give a promise, whether it's a 30-day money back guarantee. Now, if your course isn't 30 days long or what you're offering doesn't take 30 days to digest, then maybe you're like, it's a 5-day, maybe, if you're not happy after the first module, I'll give you your money back, right? Or however you want to do that. No questions asked. That's just, a common courtesy kind of thing, because I've honestly never had anybody in my course of business. Ron, I don't know if you have, or anybody else that's on the call that's in business. I've never actually had somebody say, yeah, that sucked. Give me my money back. And I always offer the money back guarantee. So it's just a good integral thing to do. Now, pressure. Some people shy away from this word, right? They think pressure is a bad thing. Urgency and pressure can be a good thing when done properly. You're agitating those pain points, right? So you're basically saying, this deal goes away at midnight. You're not going to get 50% off. You're not going to get it at this price. For me with this, I'm like, you ain't getting a replay. Sorry, because I want to converse with you. I want to engage with you. I want to be live with you. So only the people live on here with me are getting this replay. That's it. Right? So there's some sort of pressure there of urgency, because if you don't give urgency, people won't take action. It is a little bit of that like fear of missing out, right? So if you don't take urgency, people won't take action. Agitate those pain points. How much longer are you going to get ready in the morning, stare at that little black dress and say, God damn it, right? As you put your sweatpants on because you're pissed off. Agitate those pain points, right? Agitate that. That black dress is waiting there for you. You just got to go and take the action, and you got to do it by midnight, or you got to do it by tomorrow. So the pressure. Then prime bonus. So maybe you gave them one bonus earlier. You're like, when you buy my Melt the Fat, get in your little black dress, 6-week course, you're also going to get my top 10 recipes to burn fat. But again, if you take action, fast acting bonus, if you take action by midnight tonight or whatever time frame you set for them, you're also going to get this. You're going to get my top 10 hit workout moves that allow you to torch 200 calories in 15 minutes or less. I'm just making stuff up off the top of my head, but you get the idea. Something that they really want, something that's really going to help them, right? For taking action, a fast action bonus right away. Then number 14 to 15, you got a parade. So what is it that they're going to get? And here is where you start to hit them with the price. If you have a testimonial, right, you can also put that in there. But, you've talked about the pain points. You've talked about what you're offering. You're agitating with a little bit of pressure. Like what happens if they don't take action? You're talking about all those bonuses you're going to give them. You're telling them about the 30-day money back guarantee. So they're on the verge, right? So then you parade what they're going to get, the product service bonuses, and what that perceived value is at. So just to recap, you're going to get my, 8-week Melt the Fat course that's normally $2,000. Then you're going to get my blah, blah, blah PDF that's normally $500. Then you're going to get my blah, blah, blah thing that's normally $1,000. So making it up, I forget what I even said. So $4,000 or $3,500. Normally it's $3,500, but you're going to get it today for $997. Right? So the perceived value versus what the actual value is going to be, and everything that they get. Parade down the offer, boom, 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 that they're like, damn, that's what we did on that 2K Be Live launch. I was like, you're going to get boom, 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 boom. Normally $397, $197. Let's go. Actually, I think it was normally like $1,000 worth of services that I was giving them for $197. So with a price jux, a good comparison is like 10 to 1, right? It's normally $1,000. You're getting it for $100. People love a deal. They love value. And then lastly, we end with that beautiful word of persuasion. I love this word. Persuasion is all around us, whether you're trying to get your kid to eat their vegetables, you're trying to get your hubby to take out the garbage, or, you're trying to get somebody to buy something from you. Persuasion is a good thing. So get off of the icky of that word. So you got to end. You got to end strong. You got to end with that energy, right? We talked about in the beginning. You got to end with energy. You got to take it up a little bit, like I'm doing with you right now, right? You can hear that energy. You can hear that urgency in my voice. So you got to recap that price jocks. You got to tell them the desired outcome. You got to tell them the solutions. You got to end then with that motivational close that it's like now or never. Do this because. Now you don't want to sound desperate, I'm in no way, shape, or form saying sound desperate, but I'm saying you almost in more or less words have to be saying to them, you are off your rocker and you're crazy if you don't take this offer. That's how I feel about this 1-to-1 call or 2-to-1 call with my husband and I at the end. If you don't book in on that Calendly link that I popped in the chat box, if you don't take us up on that 2-to-1 call, you are a crazy person, because we fast track and get people results right away. Anywhere you're stuck, we get it for you. You're crazy if you don't do it. So that's kind of how you want to be recapping this at the very end, is that like, you're crazy if you don't buy this. This is going to get you in that little black dress. All of your worries and your fears and your frustrations and your agitation and the fact that you won't go on vacation and you won't get in pictures with your kids and you won't put on that bathing suit, I'm going to solve all that for you. The answer is right there. Just take the action and let's go. Right? So you want to almost make it like they're off their rocker and they're a cray-cray person if they don't take you up on that offer. And then you're not tied to the outcome. Service, energy, frameworks, putting it out there, giving it your best go. That is all that you can control. Okay? So that is that. Right? That's actually my newest lead magnet that I am getting out to people. So hopefully you found that helpful. Can you write in the chat box there for me? Did you find that helpful? That 15 P's to convert the leads. Was that helpful for you? Did you take notes? Because I ain't repeating it. Just kidding. I might repeat it. But did you take notes? You did. Was that helpful? Awesome. Yeah, baby. That has converted so high for me. Every time I follow that dang script to a T, I'm like, I'm not messing with it, because it's validated, it works, and everything that I talk to you about with live video is there for that sales video. So if you're doing this on a live video or you're doing this with a sales video, you do the same exact thing. It's energy. It's the setup. It's your framework, right? This is your framework. Awesome, Ron. Awesome, Laura. Awesome, Dominica, right? This is your framework. You follow that. That's your framework, right? Then your call to action. What do you want them to do next, right? Give them that next place to go. Remember we said transactional or subscriptional. So if it's a sales video, it's transactional. You're like, give me some monies. I'm going to get you in that little black dress, right? Transitional or subscriptional. If you're not selling, you're like, check out my podcast, check out my website, check out my YouTube video. But you can still follow, whether it's live video or sales video, you got to follow a framework. You got to follow an outline. And that's what I got for you. So make sure, y'all, let me post this again in here. My Calendly link. Paste. One more time there for you. And then I will open it up 8:15. I know I said 90 minutes. I then changed it to 60 minutes because I was like, I could do it in 60 minutes. But if there's any questions, I am here to the end with you. I will unmute you. And then this is that Calendly link for that 2-to-1 call. 60 minutes with hubby and I, brand strategist, digital strategist, taking you from the beginning to the end, whether you're relaunching, launching it the first time. You know, there's nothing worse than being a business owner and feeling like you're alone, like feeling like you got no one to bounce your stuff off of, right? Feeling like it's a failure or it's not going the way that it should or any of that. Get on a call with us, free call. We'll navigate, we'll give you a roadmap, we'll get you through. Book in there. I've got times all in May. Book in there, or you email me. If none of those times work for you, lisa@lisapezik.com. You email me and we will figure it out, baby. Okay, let me open up let me unmute y'all. All right, what questions do you have? Nobody's got questions. Hi, Ron Reardon. Ron's my buddy.